6 from the side of his waist for the rest of the night because this is ridiculous.
There goes his direct connection to Obama.
Well, no, just, you know, we tried to get the results, and, you know, we did have rules. And we're very specific about our rules. And we gave out sheets of the rules, and I'm still trying to figure out a few things like,
Who read it?
well, no, Lenny's team, the very first clue came down and stole.
There are no rules in a knife fight, right, Lenny?
We didn't steal it.
Stole
It's a smear campaign.
Warm Springs.
You know, Carson and Karl Rove are good friends.
Now, I went up to get their clue from Bricks Island at the end of the day, and nobody had gotten it. Nobody had gone in, but Nancy was missing her clue, which was close to Bricks Island, but wasn't really on Bricks Island. It was on Warm Springs. But that was just a start. Now, poor Nancy, she had a full team to start with. And some of these other teams managed to lose their slowest skier. And, you know, Solvay's poor father-in-law.
I quit. But you shouldn't hold that against my team. Hold on.
He gave back breakfast and everything. I'm here. He's back. He's a trooper, definitely. So that's just a start. Now,
you got 2 different posts on Brick Island.
Did you chant my wife?
Paul,
I want you to remember one of the first rules.
got there before
The first rule is there are no rules.
Au contraire.
Hey, Lenny, you got to hear
We don't speak French.
It's a smear campaign there, Wise, but we all know
There's actually a
that.
couple of other things. If you called Kathy, if you were clueless and catch 'em, you're supposed to be embarrassed. And there was a couple of people that called Kathy. Woody decided that Terry took his wife on a holiday for.
First night was exhibition.
Never.
R's for race.
So Nancy, what stumped you?
Well. I want to say that we were literally clueless on the first clue because we were sabotaged by Lenny's team, which Tom was innocently a bystander when we got there. But then Morgan, bless his heart, and he was on Norwegian time, really craved a beer like an hour later. So Joe Cannon and Lenny decided not to go down May Day. Jake, who isn't here tonight, we had to go finally figured out that it wasn't cut off, but it was May Day. The clue was last call when we went cut off. I thought you said that's smart.
Said no alcohol.
That was my third call to Kathy going, there's no clue on cutoff, but Wally's team was there. So anyway, we ended up on May Day, and I decided to join. Joe and Morgan said, we're going to go have a beer because there was fog on May Day. And Jake said he would go down May Day, and I didn't have to go. And I told him I'd go with them, and I saw the fog, and last minute I said, I'm going to go to Lookout. Joe and Morgan, and I got to the Lookout, and they were gone. They decided to go to Seattle Ridge for another beer.
Okay. So I was at home, fortunately, and I get a call from my wife. And she said, laughing, and my whole team's gone. And then I come back in here, Joe Cannon said, we're just trying to fool you because I was fooling around with my wife. Okay, so all this ended up in the 5th place team. Then was Nancy Ferris' team. The 4th place team was Wally Rothgibb's team, and I'm not going to say that I was on it, or Lars. Wally Rothgibb's team, he was 4th. The 3rd team was a guy that looked really good in the beginning, but I met him down there halfway, and he said, what happened to your arm? Did you break it? No, I lost my pole trying to get a clue out. Doug Woodcock, he was 3rd. And then the 2nd team was Lenny Barshak's team. Didn't win. And guess what? One of my pupils from the early days at 16 years old, that I was trying to teach to stay away from the Frenchmen at the camp, Holly's team. You gotta come up here because they're getting their prizes.
In spite of the Midwestern stiff, you won. I can't believe it.
Sure.
I want to know something. Holly.
No, we didn't have 5. We had 4. I left.
Holly, I have a question for you. I want to know how you got by Lenny's team with only 2 clues to go. Because I came down and I thought, oh, you know, Lenny's team was way out in front. And Mary said, no, Holly's already been here. There's Holly,
There's a
Michelle,
protest.
Rudy go.
There is a protest back here.
So are you going to tell us how you got by him?
You know, I didn't see him.
These are the ladies we're talking about?
These
I
are the ladies.
saw you at the hourglass.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
You were all alone.
Our team had been there.
Our team had been there previously.
Before you.
You meaning to the word clue.
Mike, you were alone too.
Okay, we're in a separate room in the back here. We're going to distribute this afterwards. The prize that they're getting is an innovation, and Chuck would be interested in this since he used to be in the goggle business. This is since Scott invented the fan goggle about 25 years ago, and they never did shit with it after that. Here is the new Eliminator goggle from Steve Haber, as we know him. You put it on in the morning,